Any second now.
Any second.
Any second
it
now.
may happen on this episode. We'll go viral.
I've delivered a baby before.
On the air.
on live television.
It would be an honor.
Live YouTube.
It would be an honor to deliver your baby.
Oh, God.
Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Restaurant Punk. What's up, guys? You got 4 hosts today.
Any second now.
Any second.
Any second
it
now.
may happen on this episode. We'll go viral.
I've delivered a baby before.
On the air.
on live
It would be
television.
an
On
honor.
live YouTube.
It would be an honor to deliver your baby.
Oh, God.
What's going on?
5 more minutes.
Oh, nice.
Nothing. Just again, finishing out this duty before
Duty.
finishing out my daily duties before this duty.
Yes.
Daily duty.
No, we just have a lot going on, clearly. But
Cool.
one of the things, and we were talking about it a little bit prior, like at our other meeting, is just going into catering season, how it's crazy that like right when the season hits, it's one thing after another. Like while we were in the meeting, I got 2 inquiries for caterings for like 2 weeks from now.
Cool.
And just how insane it's been, and how I'm probably going to be passing half of them off to the group because I will be delivering.
Cool.
Not food, not caterings, but
Baby.
I mean, in some countries,
a child.
they do use the placenta as a food delicacy. So,
That's
Right.
another episode.
okay. Just wanted to throw it out
After
there.
I'm off the show in the future.
We'll put a pin in that one. But one of the things, and I feel like it's a constant like conversation that I have to have with people within the group of the benefits of catering, because obviously I will have to like pass this off to somebody in the group, or 1 or 2, because I won't be around and Peter won't be either. And I feel like people always think that catering can be such a nuisance, or just like such a pain in the ass, or such like a whatever, because it's just not in your everyday routine. But what people forget are the profit margins when it comes to catering, and like how much more, like you don't need a full restaurant or a full staff or the electricity or the this or the that. Like you just need 10 minutes on a grill to prepare like a couple things to do a quick drop off, and you make pretty much 50% profit, if not more.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, yes. And I mean, maybe not so much either, because you still got to use electricity and other things elsewhere, right?
No, yeah.
I think what she means is you don't need to have the grill on for 5 hours. You don't have a monthly rent. You don't need to have the gas on for the whole shift. You don't need to have employees scheduled 45 minutes before opening through a 5, 6, 7 hour shift, and then 30 minutes to an hour and a half closing down. Like
plus like insurance on the building and and
every
this
day.
like there's just so much more wiggle room, and don't get me wrong, like you still have to have some sort of facility to obviously prepare the food, but it's not the cost of having a fully functioning restaurant. Like we can do a 12-person catered drop off for $2,000.
Yeah, we've done that.
I mean, I get
And
it.
the restaurant, you have 2 servers, a dishwasher, 2 people in the kitchen just waiting and hoping that people are going to come in for $2,000
And
a
look,
night.
we have the luxury of having 10, 11 restaurants that we can use their kitchens. But for people that don't, they have kitchens that you could rent out for 5 hours. Like I think our local community college used to rent their kitchen out to whoever needs it for whatever time they need. It was like $100 for 8 hours.
Oh, that's actually a really good price.
Yeah.
Because
So,
again,
like,
their kitchen's just sitting there. So it's like, why not just rent out their kitchen for,
and there's places
whatever.
like that everywhere. Or ghost kitchens, you can use their kitchens. Like there's a lot of opportunities out there for people for catering. But yeah, the profit margins are
So let me ask you
huge.
a question then. How come not everybody, as opposed to opening up a restaurant, just starts a catering company?
because 90% of it is communication, and not many people. Like there are so many chefs that were like, oh my God, I would be able to do this. Like no problem. But 90% of chefs can't even answer a text message, let alone a fucking email.
I get that,
in a
but-
professional
Well,
manner.
I think
I'm so sorry, Peter. Go ahead.
no, you actually started prior to me, so you
Very
should
well.
speak first.
So when you have a restaurant, correct? You have a restaurant, you make a menu, you make that the best possible menu, atmosphere, service that you possibly can for people to return coming back, correct? Mm-hmm. But when you have a catering company, and let's say nobody's heard of you, but then they don't like your food, then what?
Well, then you're a bad catering
like-
company
yeah.
because you shouldn't be giving
It's
out
just like
food
a
that
restaurant.
people-
Like some people
Not-
are like, they have a pipe dream and they open up a restaurant and their food sucks.
I
It's
think,
like,
Yeah, I mean, I get that,
the
but
same gamble.
The catering for somebody that owns a restaurant should be considered supplemental income on the side.
Okay, so
And until you build it to the point where it can support an individual, you got to prioritize, but you got to treat it for what it is when it starts. I think that's true. When I started the catering company, probably in 2012 or 13, the first restaurant I opened, YB or younger brother, was not doing the sales yet. And I needed a way to bring in more income throughout the year. Hence, Yanni came up with the idea, is like, just do some catering. And that's when it started at that point. But once you start seeing that come in and the payoff from it compared to the restaurant, you're like, wow, this was a lot easier. And it's definitely a lot easier if you have a restaurant, you have cooks and a dishwasher to do all the stuff. And if the food, you have extra food coming back, you can use it for a million different things. And I think that's hard if you don't own a restaurant, you're just doing a catering company.
Correct.
You have so much excess sometimes. Like you just went to an event where they thought there would be how many people?
200,
And how many people were actually there?
like 50. Yeah, but that wasn't our fault necessarily, but the
No.
expectation was there. But then my thing is don't have any expectations because expectations
Yeah.
lead to disappointments. But the thing is that I don't think any caterer would just want to go to an event like that and just cater. Like it's restaurants that went and did that and had their own little shindiggy. And I feel like the supplementation of having catering because you have a restaurant is huge as opposed to just having a catering company. I'm not busting on catering companies. There's a lot of catering companies I know that don't have restaurants and they do a phenomenal job.
Absolutely.
But that's years. Years.
Well, yeah, it's just, again, it comes down to like, for a restaurant, you have a brick and mortar, you have a sign outside, you have like, you're in an area where people are walking by and there's that natural interaction and that natural discovery. Whereas with a catering company, you very much have to network yourself. You have to do those food shows and you have in the bridal shows and the this and the that. Like you do have to put in that work. But for me, you have to put in all that work for a restaurant on a day-to-day basis. Like I can spend what time you spend in a restaurant on an everyday basis. I can spend doing research on food shows, networking myself, using social media, whatever. And also, mind you, I'm the freaking worst. I do not even use social media for our catering company. Like again, because Peter started this catering company within the group, it has always been a group entity, essentially. It's always been on the website. So it's always kind of been organically found on our website and on our Google. If we even slightly honed in on the social media and the promotion of this, it would be absolutely ridiculous.
I
Like
truly do believe that.
ridiculous because we're in an area to where catering is very slim pickings around here. And again, even right now, like we've been here for 2 hours. I got 2 inquiries for some, like anywhere from 10 to 25 people in the next 2 weeks. That 10-person event could be close to $2,000 depending on what they want. And again, I don't have to open up a whole store or do this. I can spend 1 day shopping, 1 day prepping, and drop it off all in the same day if I really wanted to, and
Yeah. Yes. I am agreeing with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing. I just feel that I think the big, huge plus on that is that because it's a part of a group that people know, and that's why they're hiring as opposed to it just being a catering company. If you can think of the top 5 things, top favorite places you've ever eaten at, you'd be bang, 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 bang. But what are your top 5 catering events that you've been at that you remember? Like, do you go to a wedding and talk about the caterers? No, you talk about the time you had there and blah, 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 blah. But like,
I
what are
actually
the
3
restaurants?
most important things at a wedding?
the food, the entertainment, and
Food's first, right? Yeah. Wow.
Atmosphere.
yeah, and the atmosphere.
Food service,
Food
atmosphere,
service atmosphere.
which is
where are you
what I've
having
been
the
saying
wedding?
this whole time for years. Food service atmosphere.
I'm not
in
saying
that
it
order.
in that order. I'm
Oh.
just.
It's in that order.
But
Thanks,
yeah,
Peter.
the food is very important.
I wouldn't even say atmosphere, so to say, actually, for an event as much as I would say for entertainment.
Yeah,
like
well,
working
I agree.
Entertainment's part of the
entertainment,
atmosphere.
I guess, yeah.
Well, when you say entertainment, you mean music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you could literally be like in an empty field for like a wedding and you could have good food, good music, and just like a good bar, and that's all you need. Like I'll never look at a centerpiece
good
on a
food,
table.
good music, good atmosphere. Yeah, the field. But I've been to some weddings
where you just get that underseasoned chicken.
Yeah, when you go to weddings, I mean, when the food blows you away,
sucks.
How often does that happen at a wedding?
God,
it's always happy hour, like the hors d'oeuvres and stuff that are always, that's my favorite part of the wedding.
That's the best.
That's by far the best part.
It's hard to fuck up appetizers.
It is.
I mean, I've had some pretty crappy ones, but yeah, you're right. It's very hard
as opposed to like I think because again, down to catering, it's so much harder when you're doing a larger event, depending on the kitchen that you're working out of at the venue and the equipment that you're working with. It's hard to pump out 350 meals with, like certain standards, I guess you could say. Like again, like the chicken, you can't just like properly season chicken for every single person because it might be too salty for one person, unsalty, so everybody plays it safe, and it's just this like bland whatever.
There was an event that we did 10, 12 years ago at the local aviation museum at the airport.
I remember that. I was there.
And I remember, wanted chicken breast. They have no kitchen there. They didn't want to build out a kitchen because they were saving it on a budget. And I said, no, like, we can't do that. Like, it's going to be horrible. Like, I can't hold white meat chicken, bring it over, not cook it on anything and serve it to you, nor can I put it in the chafing dish to sit there because it was 300 people?
It was a lot of people.
I'm like, it's going to be trash. Like, sometimes you just got to say no to certain things that people want because it just suck.
But like, even just talking about that, right? Like when it comes down to catering, what I love, and again, it comes down to like the cost of doing business and like what you get in return. For instance, you went to the aviation museum, they wanted to hire you. Okay, great. You don't have a kitchen. I'm going to literally charge you for a kitchen.
And they didn't want that.
But there are people that do. Like, we're doing a wedding soon in September. It's on someone's property.
Yeah.
We are literally charging them to bring in the ovens, to bring in the this, to bring in the that. Like, as a caterer, now I don't even have to pay for the freaking equipment. Like, I'm literally getting paid to bring in the equipment, paid for the food, paid for the service, paid for everything. And again, like the profit margins, I just think for me, you guys know, like, obviously that my passion is events, but like the time, I think what's so hard for me flip-flopping back and forth within the kitchens and working in the restaurants is going from an event to where I can make $2,000 off of 20 people and like make $2,000 off of 20 people. Whereas me trying to make 4,000 in the restaurant. God, the orders that I have to make sure that I just have in the back, have in stock, have in whatever, plus the staffing, plus the electric, plus the rent, plus the insurance, plus everything. It's like, I would rather do that small event for those 20 people any day of the week.
Yeah,
any day of the week.
And it's good to have a good name for people to call you where they're willing to pay for your kitchen to be on site. Because I don't think they would have done that for anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just going to pick one out of the phone book, the yellow pages, if they still even exist, and say, let's pick this one. We don't have a kitchen. Oh, we'll get it for you, because they're not going to know their quality or, what they have to offer.
Yeah, I think if people go into it with realistic expectations, if they want, like, hey, yeah, we want to have this catering in this cornfield and we want steak cooked to temperature, like, yeah, we're going to have to build out something for you. But that's the beauty of the catering. Like, if people put their trust in you, and you're like, listen.
And 90% of the time they do.
They do. I'm like, you know what? This will be a lot better for you. It'll be cheaper for you. It'll taste better when it hits your mouth finally. Like, we've gone through this a few times, and people 99% of the time,
they trust you. Whereas
they trust you.
Even down to like trying to talk to a table when they like want to modify something at a restaurant. They're like, no, I like things the way I like things. Then when you're talking to them for an event and you're like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, with the equipment that we're working with, and also like with the volume of people that you have, I just don't think that this is good. Like, the integrity of the food is going to come out the way that you want. I would like to guide you in this direction. They're like, okay, no problem. If you try to do that in a restaurant, for whatever reason, they're feral. Like, they won't handle that.
I mean, yeah.
I just, again, I think that people are so much more trusting and flexible, and the way that they handle direction, like especially because they're not just focusing on themselves and the meal that's going right in front of them. They're focusing on like a whole crowd and what everybody's going to like and what's going to accommodate everybody, to where people are way more trusting in you navigating a menu. Plus, a lot of people haven't planned an event before, which from a business standpoint, I understand. Like, yeah, I'd rather have a business that I'd have 7 days a week that I'm going to have constant flow. Whereas events, it's like, okay, are we going to have 2 this month or are we going to have 5?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, like
Or 0, right?
or 0. Yeah, I think January we were like completely washed for January
So it was
this year.
dry January, though. That's why.
Dry January was rough, but you know, it's again having the luxury of having all of the restaurants and having all of the kitchens with our catering company, and like in particular is we don't have to worry about January's rent and having no business, because we don't have that full-time facility that we have to pay those bills for.
Yeah, when I say like no rent, I mean like you don't have, like, unless you own a property that's specific to your catering and you have to pay, but like some people just rent it out. Like I said, it was like $100 for like 6 or 8 hours locally here for us.
Yeah.
Maybe different in other places, but it's not constant. It's the exact time you need it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Done.
And again, yes, we are way luckier than a lot of people because we do have the facilities, but also we invest in ourselves, right? So we invest in getting food warmers. We invest in getting certain equipment that we can, you know, charge to bring to an event. And we can provide those rentals as opposed to going to different rental companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like
Makes
that
a lot
money
of
is coming
sense.
back to us. We've made that investment into ourselves.
Because we've all dealt with third-party rental companies, and
Some are great.
sometimes they
Some
don't
are,
send the right stuff, or they forget things, or it's not the right color.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, so
having
being-
an arsenal for yourself, you have it all. so you
Needless
don't
to
have worry
say,
about it.
just to wrap it up though, it ain't easy. It has great returns, but you got to put in your time. Like year 1 compared to now, and then compared to if we advertise, it's totally different.
Yeah.
But it still takes time. It took a couple years. It took at least 5 years until people caught on.
It's
get
still
it.
borderline full time for me. And I'm one person, again, if we started advertising, like I would need help. I would absolutely need help if we started like heavily advertising. And I'm like, Peter and I are a 2-man team when it comes to catering, and we have like our servers and the people that we bring in, but I would need to have like an actual full blown staff if we really started advertising around
entourage.
here. An entourage. But
All right.
yeah, anyway, so you guys are gonna have to pick up some caterings in the next couple weeks. And
Yes. Hold on. Yeah. You
Grit and
guys,
bear it.
not me. I gotta be with the baby, of course.
Right.
You guys had this all planned out, didn't you?
Yes, we planned them all around her due date.
Bastards.
Yes.
Bastards.
This is a good topic. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Noelle.
You're so welcome.
The best.
Good luck.
Restaurants rule!
Restaurant Punk.
The Restaurant Punk out. We already have monograms of our name everywhere. We can't just change it now.
Can we put the babies?
Even though Peter the other day was like, you know, people just don't name their kids Peter anymore. And I was like, what
There's
do you
a
want?
good reason for that.
I was like, okay, so do you want to name our kid Peter? He's like, yeah, Peter Jr.
What you got? What do you want?